Okay, back at the overlook at the Fontana Dam. You can see the dam a little bit. I believe you can see it a little bit to your left, and you can, this is a visitor center straight ahead with the flag, and of course big power pole. Susan just came up and got a picture, and I thought I would just go ahead and video. We're gonna go back and go across the dam and then go back around, and we're gonna come up on the back side. Thought I'd go ahead and film that for it, in case you're curious. Got some real good pictures. If you come up to the Fontana Dam, we almost always come to this side. We always come to the end of the dam here and make a left and come up here to this little overlook where you can see the back side of the dam and all that. But the water is up right now, and the lake is beautiful. If you go to the right, there's a little overlook and a picnic area and all that stuff. If I were right here, if I were to take a left right here, you go right there and you've got a little overlook over there, and you can take a great picture of the front side of the dam. And actually pretty nice. But we're right across the dam again. I have stopped in previous videos and taken video of how steep it is and how tall this thing is, so I'm not going to do it this time. But trust me, it's way up there. We're going to go way down there. I can see it, but you can't. I see the campground where we're going to go down to, and where she always gets her picture taken. And she's been saving this for the last day of the trip. Picture day. Try to go around and get some picture and video of, just for her, just some stuff to see and do. This is a really interesting dam. If you get a chance to come by, go in the visitor center. We've been in there several times. Go in there and they've got storyboards, got an observation platform, storyboards of everything. There are certain times of year when they let the water out, and they have to let it out. I imagine they're going to have to let some out here for too long, the way the water's getting up here. They have these two giant pipes, spillway, and it's right here on the right. It's where this water goes down. Goes down underground all the way down, and huge plumes of water just shoot out of it. We've never been down here when they've done it, but maybe someday we will. And I'm not sure what we're stopping. We'll find out. No, I'm good. She's so kind. I don't know if I need to use the restroom. This place is always very well maintained. There's a picnic area off to my left from here, and several picnic tables in the shade, and you can sit. It's a real nice place to come for a picnic. We've brought our lunch and come out here before. It's quiet, real scenic, and beautiful. What more do you want? Mountains coming out of coming out of a lake. What more do you want? When Susan and I went on our honeymoon cruise, we went to the Inside Passage in Alaska, and what struck me was the mountains just coming just straight out of the sea, and most of those mountains were so steep that there'd be no way to climb out of the water unless you're a professional rock climber. No way to get out of the water if you ever fell in. You could swim over to the land and it was just a sheer face. Made me stay on the boat. That and the temperature of the water took away any desire I had to jump off that boat. It was a good time. I'm not a cruise person normally. In fact, I don't usually travel much at all, other than the place come to here and a few other little places. But the one-time trip, I really enjoyed that. That was fun. It's the ship was nice, and food was really good, and weather for us was great. We only had one day where it just had a little bit of a misty rain, and the rest of the time it was sunny, and in the 50s, 60s, not bad at all. I just wore a light jacket most of the time, and we went the Not the last week of the cruise, but the week before the last week. And it seems like the weather seems to be a little better then than some of the rest of the time. Or at least it was for us. Everybody told us that the week before it had rained for like 4 days in a row. That'd be a bummer. Yeah, that'd be a real bummer. Because we got to go out and walk around at the towns and, you know, shop and just look. Enjoy the atmosphere. Okay, we're gonna leave the dam property right here. Get back on Moonshiner. And it takes a little while to get down there. And she's not going. Something, well, I guess she's okay. So we're going to mosey, so unfortunately it gives me more time to talk. Susan made a hint about maybe wanting a different spider. She saw a F3. It was a real pretty color. I want to say it was some form of green. I don't know. You know, guys only seeing three colors. It was some aqua or some kind of weird color, and she really liked it. She thought it was real pretty. She said, I could ride that. She could. I really think she'd like an F3 better, but because the seating position is more up. But I don't know. Maybe she'd like an F3. I'd like an F3. But we can't both have F3s. And the reason that is my trailer. I cannot get anything bigger than the one Riker and her bike, or my Yamaha and her bike in that trailer. Now, if I put this in there, I'd have plenty of room for my bike in there. But, and she's ridden this, but I don't know. I always thought she might like a Riker, but she's ridden it a few times. She likes it okay, but I think she likes her RT a lot better. It's not a buzz box. This is a buzz box. The RTs are not, and the F3s aren't either. I've ridden the F3 several times. Almost talked myself into buying one. The problem was I couldn't get the one I wanted. They quit making the damn thing. I wanted one with the manual 6-speed transmission. Now I know that you spider riders are going to say, well, that's just crazy. Why not get the automatic? Well, because I'm an old bike rider and I've always had a manual transmissions, and there are advantages to manual transmissions. There are disadvantages too, of course, but for the style of riding that I did, you know, I mean, like just say, oh, here we go, we're going to meet a boat coming down. I said, ooh, that's a fast mover there. Coming down this stretch of grade we're in right now. Put it in second gear, put it in third gear, won't have to use the brakes hardly. You know, the automatic doesn't supply the back pressure that way. Now you can downshift it, but you know, without a clutch taking up the slack and the shock, I always figure eventually you wear your daggone automatic out if you keep manually shifting it all the time, up and down, up and down. But I don't know, maybe it'll last. It's lasted so far. We've had it for quite a while now. I was thinking about something that kind of blew my mind. My Yamaha, the V-Star, I believe it's an 07. I will have to go check, but I believe it's an 07. It's no newer than an 08. It's an 07. That means that in 3 years, it's going to be 20 years old. Now, I haven't owned it all that time. I've only had it for maybe 12 years, 13 years. But that's getting pretty old for a motorcycle for me. I mean, I always kept stuff, but I never kept it that long. But it's still doing good. I ride it around the Atlanta area some. I bring this here because this is more fun in the mountains than this is in Atlanta, so I'd rather bring it here. Down on the left here is the little store, the Fontana Village. Thanks to the kind people in the county, they have made it so you can buy alcohol there. So you used to have to go all the way to another county to get beer or wine or something like that. You can come there if you want to now. %grade for the next mile. This is kind of fun little twisty area. We're not going to speed up. She'll get going a little faster just because of gravity. She's not in any hurry. We're not in any hurry today. This is our last day, and we're just going to take it easy and cruise around, do stuff. Think of something to do, we'll do it. Nice little tree tunnel here. It's always cool and dark here. Look for places like this when it gets hot. Looks like they might have had a little rain. I think we had a little bit of rain last night. Maybe that's all what this is. Just hasn't dried out completely yet. This lush green forest. Starting to see a lot of creatures that I never have noticed before. That armadillo was the first one I've seen up here in quite a while. At least this area. We had an armadillo. Well, that was in another video, wasn't it? We saw an armadillo that didn't make it quite all the way across the road. I personally have not seen the groundhogs this trip, but Susan has. And she's deadly on groundhogs. Saw a little baby raccoon that had been run over. Here we go. We're going to go down. This is the campground side of going down to the base of the dam. If we go across the dam, that's the side where the workers come in, and it's it's got an overlook there. You can actually walk out, get pretty close to the dam at that side. We can't really get that close to the dam here, but this makes, I think, maybe for a little bit better picture. Who knows? This is where she always gets her picture made. This road is never in great shape, but it's not too bad. Well, I gotta say, the river is up, or lake, or whatever you want to call it. I wonder if they might be letting some, I mean, I know there's always some water coming over the dam, but they're not shooting it out through the pipe. If we go on the other side, you can see the pipe pretty good. This is a campground down here. It belongs to the Fontana Village. We have not camped here. We have considered it, but we have not camped here. It doesn't have the facilities. They have a bathroom, and that's about it. Bathroom and hookups. But there's no, if you want anything to eat or stuff like that, you got to head up to the lodge or somewhere else. That's the most water I've seen down here in a long, long time. Pretty. Last time we were here in the spring, it was really shallow. It was all rocks. You can see all the rocks in the bottom of that stream out there. Almost there. Got a few campers down here. I saw them from we were up on top going across the dam. There's a motorhome and a trailer. I've never been a lot of people down here. I don't know why. It may not be as popular as some spots, but it's not bad. It's pretty nice. They got water and power, looks like. I don't think they have sewer hookup here. But they might have I'm sure up here they got a place you could dump it. Nice permanent picnic tables. There's a little bathhouse. Some little covered areas to eat lunch or whatever. Like I said, we're just going to come down here and get a picture. But, here you can see a little bit of the water there. See, it is really up. I mean, for this place, it is way up there. I'm going to get up here and get a picture for her.